What's up, guys? It's Rico here, CEO of Sourcify Asia, host of the Made in China podcast, and the host of the Sourcify Asia YouTube channel, also the host of SFA Digital Summit. This is day two. Day two is all about the nitty gritty of manufacturing, production management, quality control, and a little bit of shipping as well. So we're going to be covering the manufacturing pitfalls. That's Luke Francis. Mike and myself are going to be talking about the actual production management. We have Andy Church talking about quality control. We have Design for Manufacturing by Renaud Angeron. So it's going to be an intensive day. Really good content that we have for you. And just need to get some coffee to get my day started, you know?
But I want to talk about some lessons learned and maybe how you can prevent this from happening as you go into producing your own products. So the first thing I would say where I really messed up was before even contacting anybody about what I wanted to manufacture and trying to find a factory, was just knowing how my product comes together, in this case, the watch. I had a rough idea of the parts of a watch, but I didn't know how they all come together and where the potential for that watch to break was. And if you dig hard enough for your product, you can find the answers to most of the common issues with manufacturing in your product's area. You can read stories like mine online for products in your category, and you can find manufacturing reports for big brands where they talk about common fail points, or even if you look at lawsuits as to why there's been recalls on certain products, you can learn about potential issues that might happen for your product as well. So those are all areas to go to find out where those potential fail points are, but it's important that you know that before you go into production, because your factory is not going to tell you the full list of potential fail points, and they're not going to check all those things for you either. So you need to be the one with that full list of, like, I know this, and this could potentially happen in my production process that would ruin this product. And as the production is going through, we'll talk in a little bit about quality control, but just checking those things and saying, did these get put together correctly? And that's up to you to figure out how to do that for your product. Factory selection. So this was another huge one for me. So I just trusted a connection, oh, this guy, I like him. He knows a guy. This factory must be trustworthy. And everything did seem fine until it wasn't. And so the important takeaway here is just be unbiased in your selection process. So like if there's any indicators that a factory is not as quality as you might have anticipated, then that should go on your list as a potential red flag, regardless of the connection that you have with them through any referral. As I said, referrals are nice, but still verify and compare. So it's important to have a framework that you use to assess factories in a completely unbiased way. And this is just a matter of, putting together the requirements that you need, and then, listing out all the potential factories you could work with. I mean, in Shenzhen alone, there's hundreds of watch factories, for me specifically, but it's the same for almost every product in China. You can find, if not hundreds, tens of factories that make something that you're looking for. And you can compare them very unbiased and just choose the best one out of all the requirements that you need. Yeah, and at the end of the day, never take a factory at their word. Just go and see the evidence. You need to go boots on the ground, see what's going on at the factory to make the assessment with your own eyes. And after you select a factory, it's important to select a second one and maybe even a third one, just to have a backup plan in case your factory does turn out to be not so kosher down the line. And I'll just kind of touch on that in my own story. I didn't have a backup factory. I hadn't talked to literally any other watch manufacturers. And so when everything was going wrong, I had no one to turn to as far as, picking back up the production where this other factory kind of left off and made a bunch of mistakes. So no one else knew how to make my watch except this one factory. And to start with a new factory would be essentially starting completely over from scratch again. So it's important from the beginning to get a backup factory.